League Division Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
It's been a good series so far as these two teams have split the first two games. So essentially this makes this a 3-game series. That means this game is huge. It's a lot easier playing knowing you're one win away from moving on as opposed to one loss from packing it up and heading home.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Tom Shields gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Into the box, Bryce Lewis. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Lewis.
First pitch on its way. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Summers ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Stepping in next, Jorge Veras. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rain comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Up next for the Buccos, number 84. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
There's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the series. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
At the plate now, Sam Quintero. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Debra, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of the first. Rocco Urban will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Rex West. A ball and no strikes. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And there he goes towards second. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
The right fielder,
Standing in now, Dylan Clark. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Devo, I think Jerry Hillsdale's a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on it.
And the score from third, the tying run. We're back to even now after the sac fly. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Roberto Ortega. Right there is the second baseman. And that digging in, hitter Leandro White, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed.
Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center, and it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate, Quincy Montgomery. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
batting it. The center fielder.
Into the box now, Jesse Irvin popped him up. Summers is there. One away.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
Rocco Rubin comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runners on the move for second, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Shields makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Denny Ross. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
In there, 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Popped into the air, back behind second. And there's out number 2.
Batting in, the third baseman.
Now at the plate, here is Dylan Netzel. Pulled toward right center field. White is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Bryce Lewis. Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball. Figuring out and finding that release point.
Toward the alley in left center, that's a base hit. And with his speed, he may be thinking about 2. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man could work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
And now, Jorge Veras. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch, he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
Lewis, the runner at third with no outs. Hit high and deep to right center. That's into the gap and should be extra bases. And that will score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead. And they'll keep the pressure on here. He's in with a triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
To the plate now, number 84, scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Ortega is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The batter, the catcher, Carlos Fuentes.
So next to bat will be Carlos Fuentes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Smoke toward the hole. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the... Leading off the inning, it'll be Tom Shields, and they could use a spark from him here.
The pitcher.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. White is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Next up is Dean Summers. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Just got it. Throw gets him 2 down.
The batter number 24.
Digging in will be Eddie Flores. He singled first time up. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll... Ready now is Leandro White. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting. The second baseman. Quincy Montgomery.
So the next to bat will be Quincy Montgomery. He collected a base hit his first time up. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Up next, Jesse Irvin, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. It's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
The pitch. Swing and a flare down the line. Left fielder coming in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into that pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Stepping in now, Rocco Urban. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. In the dirt here. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. And now, Rex West. He singled in his first AB.
The first baseman.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Irvin is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The right fielder, number 9.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Dylan Clark drove in a run with a sac fly last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Right side, hit hard. On a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a 1-out single right there. And, hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully That runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Clark stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball left side. Reined in. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Padres go down quietly. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bryce Lewis. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Rain is right there, 1 down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So now to the plate, Jorge Veras. A ball and no strikes. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, number 84. Oh, good contact there as this is sent in the air out to deep left center field. And this will wind up being the 3rd long ball he surrendered tonight. A home run. Santa Maria. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd of the game. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, he's obviously very comfortable in the spotlight here. In the postseason, everything is amplified. Runs mean more, and every pitch counts, especially when you make a mistake as bad as this one. Missed his location, and he takes it out of here in a heartbeat.
At the plate now, Sam Quintero. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
3-1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike.
3-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and they can't run it down. There's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of a dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in the front. Carlos Fuentes is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Clark is there, 2 down. And now here is Leandro White. Flew out last time up. First delivery to him. Hits to the plate as a sinker for a called strike 1. Quintero is off at first with 2 away. Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Middle of the night downtown. It's the Pirates 6 and the Padres 1. So here is Dennis. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Denny Ross is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. J.C. Rain is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Opposite field to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting.
Next, it'll be Dylan Netzel. He flew out in his last debut. And they'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Quintero trying to get there, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Down the left field line and deep. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail 6 to... Top half of the sixth about to get started and set to. Here, Gonzalez.
Number 28, Junior Gonzalez.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And that's taken high and outside for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Just missing here, 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2-1 the count. In there, 2-2.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Another try at 2-2. Sharp ground ball to third. And that's out number one. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Dean Summers grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number two. Next to hit, Eddie Flores.
Now
First pitch on its way.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty here with two men out. To 1-2 now. And the pitch. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me with the side. Bottom of the inning now. And next to bat will be the first base.
The first baseman, West. Your
James Brandon gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Dylan Clark stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And that's the second out. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. At the plate, J.C. Ray from the belt, the pitch, and that's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder coming in. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Now it'll be Leandro White. First pitch on the way. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Fastball well outside. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ortega is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Stepping in is Dylan Netzel. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Curtis Sellers is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Your attention please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 30, Curtis Sellers.
First offering.
No, inside.
Here comes the 1-0. Right side, but it's well foul. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base. Danny Deerdorf will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Deerdorf can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Count remains at 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Ball in.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Dean Summers. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
In for strike 2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
2-2 the count. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the line at third. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Well, there aren't many times, Steve, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. A la, that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle. Because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base. But that guy was picking him up and putting him out.
When you get to first base, you even look into your dugout and the guy's laughing at you for hitting on that short.
They're laughing hysterically at him. You know, once you take out these injuries, you tell first base coach that's a line drive in the box.
Rex West is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Another 0-2 coming. Chopped weakly to the left. Summers on second. Flores on at first with 2 down. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Padres leave them. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Rafael Costa enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom. Fish is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Driven to right field and deep. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he is in to second base with a leadoff double. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Next to dig in, Jorge Veras struck out in his last trip to the plate. On set, here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball is swung on and missed. Costa primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground. And when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next to hit is number 84. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
That they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Another one sent foul. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge. Dan Washington enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 25, Dan.
Dylan Clark is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. White is there, 1 away.
Up
next to the plate for the Padres, Roberto Ortega, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, two-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-2, here it is. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Next, here is Dylan Netzel. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Grounded down the third baseline. For the first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates are going to take home field advantage right back. They win Game 3 to go up 2-1 as this one is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the